So here's how I lost over 14 kilograms while keeping my muscles in the last couple of months. Okay, if you're new here, my name is Muhammad and I've been training for 4 years now consistently. I've made so many mistakes and I share with you what actually works. So, bro, today I'm sharing with you the 6 things that you must actually focus on to have, a proper cut while keeping your muscles. Okay, so let's begin. So, bro, I started my cut at the 20th of January. Okay, I was at peak bulk 83 kilograms. And now it's June. I haven't completed 6 months yet. It's like almost 6 months. And I weigh about 68 kilograms. Okay, I've lost a good amount of weight. Of course, like not really that fast, but I lost a good amount of weight while keeping on my muscles. Like that's the really most important thing because losing weight is easy, but doing that while keeping your muscles, okay, that's the real challenge. Okay, so bro, here are the 6 things that you must actually focus on, which is number one, eating less. But wait, not just eating less and that's it. No. You must do it in a way that you're not eating too low because, bro, when you're eating too low, you're gonna be doing like an aggressive cut. The thing is with an aggressive cut is that you have a higher chance of losing muscle. And bro, honestly, don't risk it. I know it sounds so good and so disciplined, but honestly, just basically impatience. Doing a very fast cut so you can just lose the fat very quickly and all that. But bro, it has a way higher chance of losing muscle. And honestly, don't gamble away your muscles, bro. Okay? Like, trust me. Don't go the aggressive cut method. Just eat in a deficit and everything. Eat less. Lose the weight, like in a proper approach. Nothing too fast and nothing too slow. Something in the middle or slightly more than the middle. Okay? So you're gonna be eating less, but not like starving yourself and just starve maxing. Just in the middle and slightly more than the middle. Okay? This way you're gonna be losing weight in a steady approach. This way you're not losing too much, so you can also keep your muscle. And on top of that, this is the second thing is keeping your protein really high. And it doesn't have to be so high, just as high as you possibly can do, like to the best of your ability. I know you sometimes can't hit your protein goal and all. Just do it to the best of your ability. Okay, keep your protein as high as you can while being in the deficit, of course. And then thirdly, we have training consistently. This is obviously basic, right? You gotta be training consistently, obviously. And then after that, this is where it gets more interesting. Because bro, I already finished the diet part. Eating less, keeping your protein high. This is the most important thing for the diet. But then the diet is not the whole thing. There's the diet and there's the training. And you could be making mistakes with your training that might ruin your cut. So basically it's three more things. The first, actually four. The first thing was training consistently, which you probably was gonna do that anyways. But the last three things are: number one, training hard enough, bro. When cutting and all, and even when bulking, keep this in your mind. Throughout your whole fitness journey, the training principles will always remain the same. I know you've heard people telling you, actually, when you're bulking, actually, when you're cutting, the recovery. Bro, don't fall for that. Your training always remains the same. The amount of sets, everything remains the same. But you gotta do it also properly. So, bro, the first thing that you must actually focus on in the training is the intensity. How hard you go in each set. And bro, this is really important because if you're not training hard enough, your training is gonna be messed up, right? So, but the method is pretty simple. Just go to failure on every single set. I know I've heard people saying actually two reps in reserve is better and your central nervous system and all. Bro, forget all of that. Just go to failure on every single set. But here's the catch: keep your form absolutely the best. Never ever break your form for an extra rep. Okay? Keep that rule in mind. Go to failure on every single set while keeping your form proper. Okay? And then the second thing for the training is the volume, the amount of sets you do. This is also important because if you're doing too low, you're barely gonna make any progress, if not possibly lose muscle, right? Don't fall for this new trend of low volume training style, of the high intensity training style. Don't do that. And also don't go too high with the volume. Keep it in the middle. Do enough volume. Okay? Because when you're doing too much, it's low key too much. Okay? If you're doing too low, you will barely make any progress and just waste your time. Okay? And lastly, properly, progressively overloading. And bro, this is pretty important. On the cut, you might lose some strength, and like your strength will be like, fluctuating according to your, like, your diet, your sleep, and all. For example, let's say 8 to 12 reps. You're gonna use this rep range for every exercise. And now you choose an exercise with any weight. And now this weight should be light enough for you to be able to do at least 8 reps. For example, barbell bicep curls. You can do 8 reps with 20 kilograms. Okay, you start. Next session or next week, try to push yourself. Like every session you have like barbell bicep curls, try to push yourself to do an extra rep more than last week. So let's say last session you did 8 reps. Next session you want to do 9. The one after it, 10. You keep pushing, like you go like really hard, like hitting an extra rep every session until you hit the end of your rep range. When you hit the end of your rep range, you can increase the weight. So now let's say you can do 20 kilogram. You start with 20 kilogram barbell curls with 8 reps. And then after a couple of weeks, you can do 12 reps. When you hit 12 reps, you can finally increase the weight. Just apply this logic to all exercises. And now you do all of this, okay? Eating less and all, keeping your protein high, and all of that, plus training properly. And that will be the method for cutting, plus keeping it, for the long term. Don't try to like rush it all or just be like, I'll just lose the fat really fast. Trust me, bro. Aggressive cut. Don't do that. Follow this proper method and you'll have similar results, if not better. And lastly, if you want more help from me, I got a full-on private community. Check it out, first link in the description, where you get the low-key jacked course, which is a course that I give everything, all my methods in detail and all. Plus, you get weekly calls with me and more. First link in the description. Check it out, and I'll see you in the next video, brother. And subscribe if you're not subscribed, bro.